For example, some blacks who were born in Canada are amazed when they are complimented by their colleagues at work for their use of academic English. Their skin color continues to convey many bad and inaccurate stereotypes on them. These stereotypes can be expressed openly or indirectly in many aspects of daily life. It is a second challenge from the large society. The third challenge is I have also observed that the majority of black people occupy the lowest level of social and economic stratification, even though they frequently have a higher level of education than the average of the society. And I am wondering, I'm asking to myself a question, and to you too, what are the profound and many reasons behind such a paradox? It is the three challenges from the outside the black community. Now, and I think it is the main challenges, very important, challenges from inside the black community. I will also point out some inner challenges that the black community must address in order to meet the future. Number one, as a black community, we have to support and facilitate youth education and awareness building in order to foster a sense of responsibility towards the continent. Youth are the future of our community. Therefore, we must promote a strong youth leadership in our different organizations in Ottawa. It is very important for all black associations and movements to promote a sense of communion, compassion, and responsibility vis-à-vis de l'Afrique. Second challenge from the inner of the community. Consistent and persistent attention has to be put on the education of black women in order to strengthen the woman leadership, both in Africa and in Western diaspora. I am convinced that we need more black women in the leadership positions in our communities in Ottawa. I believe and I contend that these could make a big difference, both in Africa and in Western diaspora. The third challenge from the inside the community. On the one hand, we have to find practical and robust strategies to build a sense of one black community. At the same time, we have to respect the diversity in our goals, missions, and visions in the Ottawa community. Our historical responsibility vis-à-vis de l'Afrique must give us the strength and the motivation we need in order to form a strong lobbying in dealing with black questions and challenges in all domains of social life in Ottawa. Our main goal is to reach some balance between the empirical diversity of our associations and the necessary unity by promoting strong leadership and lobbying in advocacy of Africa's second independence. Only the consistent promotion of ethical values of dedication in our duties, a sense of responsibility, ethics of accountability, and a sense of solidarity with others can give us the intellectual and spiritual energy to overcome our several divisions. For example, we have to try to organize more often bilingual activities, conferences, art performances, meetings, in order to promote concretely a concrete bilingualism in our community of Ottawa-Gatineau. We have to think that one community, région de la capitale nationale. As my colleagues already said, we can't, as Pierre said, We can't help Africa, however, if we are not integrated in Canadian society by occupying stable jobs and leading positions in all fields of our social life. And in this conclusive point, I want to talk a little bit, because I speak here as the president of Centre de recherche pluridisciplinaire sur les communautés d'Afrique noire et de diaspora. It is like a multidisciplinary center of research on black communities from Africa and diaspora. We usually hold every month at Ottawa University a conference or a colloque where we invite an expert in specific issue on black community in order to think. And we are like a global think tank, because, and I profit this occasion to thank people who organize this panel, because we have some time to sit down and to think about some issues in order to find very solid, very rational and critical strategies, and to find sustainable solutions. And so, and for example, not only we do conferences, we publish. Most of us, we are like writers or professors, and those who are interested, I brought some reviews. It is our first issue of our review of our center. And in talking about this center, I propose, and it is my suggestion, I propose to build an inclusive, a progressive, and proactive black think tank in Ottawa, whose goals are to discuss black issues and challenges, and to combine our collective experiences and expertises to identify effective, sustainable solutions. For example, how can we address the high rate of unemployment and poverty among black communities in Ottawa? This point was very pervasive during these presentations. How can we be more proactive when black experience discrimination or ill treatment by police? Recently, we have a lady we saw in TV, Radio-Canada, CBC, a black lady who was mistreated by the police. How can we have black representation in all levels of government, municipal, provincial, federal? The absence of blacks in political scene and economical power is obvious and amazing, and most of my colleagues already addressed this point. And to conclude, I want once again to thank people who organize, and I think we have to put emphasis on the scientific, epistemological aspect of black problem. We have to take solid tools, scientific tools, critical, pluridisciplinary, multidisciplinary approach of our problems, and to put together, to combine expertise in order to reach some strength and some consistency, and so we can find sustainable and strong solutions to our problems. Merci beaucoup.